Hello, this is Superfly. Yeah, hijack this teacher Leet coders training program. Hijack this training program, sorry. I'm just going to do a few video tutorials on how to analyze hijack this logs and where to start in your training, etc. Will be the first video. I'll create a sticky which will contain all your video tutorials in here. So this is just an introduction. So for all you new people to the training program, you should be watching this. Let's start with welcome to Leet Coders Hijack This Crew. Begin here. Okay, so this just contains some rules and why you got accepted. So basically, overall, you got accepted because we think that you'll be a good analyst, because in your response in the application thread, you actually spoke in proper English and you demonstrated a good amount of computer knowledge. So that's pretty much why we picked you. And there's a few rules that you have to follow. So don't share the information in the training facility with other members outside of it or any other forums. Do not cheat on your practice logs, like look at anybody else's. It doesn't help anyone. It just makes you look like an idiot when you finish. Don't just copy and paste canned speeches. You've got to read them, interpret them, and alter them to suit your situation. You'll see what canned speeches are in a second. Use correct English. Good punctuation, grammar, and spelling are a must in training here, so it makes it easier for people who may not speak the best English to understand your instructions. Work hard. Students who don't respond to a practice log within 1 month without advising a teacher, like a PM or something, will be dismissed from the training program. And have fun. It's a good learning experience and it's a good skill to learn. To start off with, what you do is you go to the main page. You start with the index of tutorials, guides, and other information. This contains like most of the information that you'll need besides looking on Google and everything. So just read the following in chronological order. It has effective communication, a must read. What's hijack this, deciphering the lines, a bleeping computer of hijack this, that's very good, you should bookmark that. How malware hides and is installed as a service. Telltale hijack this lines, that's not very important, but it's good to look over so then you know what certain lines indicate. Uninstallable malware and optional fixes. The optional fixes are just like, they aren't bad, but they aren't good either. They're just optional because it's up to the infected user to remove them or not. And uninstallable malware is any malware that can be uninstalled via add remove programs. Bleeping computer self-help guide, that contains heaps of malware self-help guides, obviously, but it's really good for looking at. Warnings and cautions, read that. It's things that you can't do when you're fixing stuff. Registry resources, which is the key to malware. The registry is bleeping computers, demystifying the Windows registry. That is really good. Regexe, it's a safe alternative to regedit, so then you're not just deleting keys anywhere or values, whatever. Services and hijack this in the registry. Two birds with one stone. You'll be tested on the information here, so you should read it. So yeah, and then there's a combo fix script, which is just another piece of information. After you've read them, I want you to read over them in detail to start off with, but you probably will forget them because I did when I was learning, and yeah, just have them there to look back. Various resources. Okay, so I want hijack this trainees to have Firefox because it's 90% safer than Internet Explorer, and it comes with some really good add-ons. There's this one called this canned speech manager. It makes it really easy to replying to threads. What you do is you just go into the quick reply, Athena, and then it has all your canned speeches there, and you just click on one like install a firewall, and then it pops up. So it makes it a lot faster when you're replying to a lot of threads. Another one is the malware search 0.9.0 by Gravity Grip. What you do is you highlight a word, you right click, malware search, and then you have all these resources that you can use. So you like click on whatever resource you want to use, and a tab will open and it'll have the information and it'll come up. You should use a variety of resources when researching hijack this lines as well. So hijack this lines, it has a list of resources that may be used to researching the certain line, so those are all specific to those certain lines, so that's really good to have a look at. If you suspect something in a line, look at that. And then there's some other useful resources there, obviously Google, and then the other ones. Okay, then index of useful tools for malware is for malware removal. These are things that you can use to remove malware, obviously. And it's just got all of it. There may be some more that you find. You're free to use them as long as you can make canned speeches for them. And those are a lot though, and it's in categories, so have a look at them as well. Just, you don't have to look at them all. They're download links and website links. Then there's your practice logs. We'll go over that in a second. Canned speeches, which are really important to replying to threads. They're all here. They will take you to a different website, which is my old one, but it's okay. When doing your first practice log, you should have a look at these as well. So you just click on one and it will take you to the canned speech, and it'll be in a code box that you copy and paste because it's got the BB coding and everything in it. How to tackle or hijack this log, that's really important when you're starting to do your actual logs. It teaches you how to do it and what you first do to start off with, and then yeah, just all the steps and what to look for and everything, and how to do it. And then your practice logs, you go there, follow your instructions that I give you at the top of the logs, and you'll be fine. Your first one, I'll just get you started. Your first log is the canned speeches one, and your second one is just researching processes. On the canned speech ones, they are all different scenarios. They aren't just one. So the first scenario will be like, hello, my name is Superfly, also known as Jeremiah, and I'll be your helper today. Then scenario 2 will be completely different. It has nothing to do with the first scenario. It's just a new thing. So I noticed you have no antivirus installed. And then you go to scenario 7. Please consider the following ideas to prevent reinfection. Just things like that. In 2B, I just want you to research the processes. So that's what the add-on is good for. You just highlight, right-click, malware search, either process library or system lookup file name. Those are good because process library will have pretty much everything there though. And yes, so that's just a basic introduction to your training. If you have any questions on anything, just feel free to PM me or AceKid01 and we'll help you however we can. Or add me on MSN, Jeremiah_S93@hotmail.com. That is _S93 and then the @ sign. And that's it. Thanks for watching.